Hello everyone, and hope you're all doing well. I know it's been crazy long since I have uploaded a new video. I think it's almost 6 months, 5 or 6 months. My last video was the top 10 video for summer of this year, which I had a blast to make, actually sitting outside in the garden. By now it's really cold outside. I'm wearing my heavy hitters, my good ones, my beastly projection monsters, longevity beasts, and I'm having a blast. But obviously, there's been things that have been keeping me from uploading new videos, and a lot of you actually have sent me emails asking me if I'm all right, what's been going on with me personally, if I'm perfectly fine or not, why I haven't done new videos, that you guys miss me, and it truly means a lot to me to find out that people really care about my videos. As you guys know, this is not my primary income. It's not making me much money at all, if not any. It's basically less than pocket money, and that's perfectly fine. This is a hobby for me. I have a real job which takes up most of my day. I have a family. I have a son who is 2 years old right now. He's the sunshine in our life, but he basically tears down the house. He is running all over the place. He is naughty. They call it terrible twos for a reason, guys. You guys know, if you're having a family, you know what I'm talking about. It's crazy. You have to watch them all the time, else he's like rolling down the stairs or drinking bleach or something. If you're not paying attention, he could kill himself or you with something crazy. But yeah, I have a lot of things on my plate right now, and that's the point of this video here today. I'm going to give you some insights as to why I haven't been able to upload new videos. And if that sounds anything interesting for you guys, if you want to continue to my story, then please stay tuned. If not, no problems. I will hopefully do some new fragrance reviews in the near future. I have 2 fragrances incoming as we speak. But for this video, the purpose of this video is explaining you why I haven't been able to upload. So, first and for all, the things that I just mentioned: stressful job, family, but also in July, actually, we got news that we were having another child. My wife is pregnant again. Yay! Yeah, we were really happy that she got pregnant. We wanted it to happen, but quite quickly we found out she was, quite sick all day. And first appointment with the gynecologist, he was like, "Oh, you're perfectly fine. It's normal. The baby, the fetus, looks perfectly fine, healthy. Nothing wrong here. Congratulations." And we were really happy and proud that we made another child. So she kept being really sick, and after some time we got to a second consultant. We got a second appointment with the gynecologist, and he started his examination once again. And at a certain point, by the way, I'm sorry, I'm recovering from a really bad cold. So bad, actually, that I couldn't even smell original formulation of Angel Man. So go figure, I couldn't smell a thing. But I'm getting better, recovering and getting some strength back in my body, fortunately. But yeah, so the second examination, he was looking and, "Well, no, you're fine, and the baby's fine," and all that. And I was like, "Really? She's so sick?" And I have read online that it might be an indication that the wife is carrying multiple children. And he was like, "Not necessarily," and blah, blah, blah. And at a certain point, he was like, "Am I seeing a second one?" My wife was laying down, so she was like, "What's going on?" She couldn't see the monitor. I was like, couldn't believe my own eyes, but I could see clearly a second little thing move. It's really unclear in the first few months of pregnancy what's going on, actually. but I could see that there was definitely some extra activity. And he was like, no, it's perfectly fine, but you're having twins. Congratulations. So, needless to say, we needed some time to get our shit together because it was quite the panic attack. I can tell you that we didn't expect it at all. But we feel very blessed, and we look forward to see the day that we have two new wonders, two new miracles in our lives. Obviously, it's going to be extremely taxing on our stress levels and all of that, and it will take a lot of patience and a lot of work, but we will most certainly manage it in a good way. But for now, we have to focus on the pregnancy. She got the advice to rest as much as possible, as it is really taxing her body. It's really stressful on her body. So the fact that she has to stay in bed most of the day means that a lot of the household work goes to me, basically everything. Fortunately for me, for us, we are having supportive parents on both sides. They really chip in, and they chip in the sense that they come and help us a lot. But still, it's a handful. It's taking up so much time for me, for everyone, for her. You know, carrying twins, it's extremely difficult. To make things more difficult, we bought a house, which is great news, you might say, but it's an older house. It's from 1969. It was something we completely saw in our mind how we wanted it, but it needs so much work, guys. Like, it's like they haven't done anything to it since 1969. So we need a new roof, we need new windows, we need to tear down some walls. We tore down 5 inner walls already, and by now we are expanding the house because it's not big enough for us with 3 children in the future to be able to live there comfortably. So luckily we know about the pregnancy before we finish the renovation, so we can actually do a good job at fitting it to our personal needs. But yeah, renovating that house, don't have enough money basically to have people do it for us. I need to do as much work as possible myself to be able to make this project successful. My father-in-law fortunately has worked all of his life in construction, and he knows a thing or two about, working on a house, which is it's such a great thing for us to have someone like him around and being able to share his experience and help us out with that. But still, it takes up so much time, guys, and it always goes slower than you expect it to go. And obviously, if you ask people to come do it for you, they come with a crew, and we are just down there by ourselves. Needless to say, expecting twins, doing the house, having stressful job, little kid of 2 years old, it was getting a bit too much. I couldn't focus on anything in specifically, so I needed to get my act together, and I asked for parental leave. By the way, I'm having a little Cabernet Sauvignon from the south of France. A great red wine. So I asked for parental leave, for 4 months, and I am almost halfway there. I have done a lot of work on the house already, but we have still so much to do. We are almost at the point. I can't say almost, but we are nearing the point where we can start building it up once again. But by now it's a ruin, guys. It's like there's been war in that place. There's walls that have been torn down, and the floors are gone. Everything on windows are gone. The side of the house on the back at the garden is totally open because we have to expand. The garden is a mess. Like, it's normal. We have to get through it. It will be perfectly fine in the end, and we will have so much fun living there, hopefully. It's close to my work. It's a really nice neighborhood. It's a standalone house. We have great neighbors. I've met them, and they all seem like really nice people. So it's a really nice thing to look forward to having it done. But I needed to have that parental leave in order to focus on the household and the renovation. Financially, it's a hangover because as I'm not working full time, I'm not making much money. You know, I get a little bit from the government, pays a couple of bills, but I'm basically touching all my savings really quick. Um, Fortunately for us, having, you know, the chance of doing that work with my parents, with my father-in-law, saves us a lot of money as well. So in a sense, it's worth it. And it's also a necessity. Like, I have to be around here more often to take care of my wife, to take care of the child, to get things done. So YouTube videos, not that much time anymore. It used to be stressful, but for now it's just a little bit too much. I also have a grandfather who's not really well anymore. He's blind. He can do his own finances, so I have to do it for him. But it all had to be settled by a judge, and I had to get the authority to sign things in his name and, you know, be like his eyes and writing, so to say. I have to manage everything for my grandfather, and it takes up a lot of time as well. He calls me on a daily basis. You guys know from your own personal experience that some of these things you've experienced yourself, or maybe a couple of things, or maybe everything, and it sounds all that similar to your own life, then you know what I'm dealing with. And I'm not looking for any sympathy. I'm just trying to explain to you guys why I haven't been here. Um, I have been reading those emails that you guys miss me really made me go, wow, I have to do a video about this and share some of my personal life. Hope you're a little bit happy with that. Second thing I'm going to talk about in this video, which is going to be a little bit more specific on fragrances. My rotations have changed. A lot of you will be wondering, what have you been wearing? And have you made any new purchases? Well, yes, I have, but obviously not that many, because it's impossible for us financially to spend money on things we don't need, and fragrances are just luxury. So, but I have gotten some fragrances over the past months, sorry. I've gotten this bad boy here, Armani Code Absolu, which is basically one of the best releases in 2019. I can tell you that much. I watched Ashton's review, Jensen's, and I was completely assured that this was going to be a great scent. I really enjoy your channel, by the way. I have gotten Ultramal. I have actually worn that one quite a bit. I have also bought an older bottle of Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male. Jean Paul Gaultier is actually doing really well with me. It's working with my personal chemistry and my own preferences. Of course, Ultramal is completely different to the original Le Male, which is more like a fresh barber shop, a little powdery, sweet but still fresh kind of vanillic scent. And Ultramal is completely the party beast, so to say. I don't necessarily associate it with clubs, but I can see it being a great clubbing scent. It's playful. It's a lot less serious than Le Male, which is, again, not all of that serious, but Ultramal having that really sweet cinnamon pear vanilla combination. Wow, yeah, it's a playful scent that I reach for when I just want to feel great. It's comforting. It's nice to wear. It's beastly on my skin. It lasts such a long time. Even the current, this is a 2016 bottle, but I also have like a 2019, and actually, guys, I don't notice much of a difference. In the opening, I get the impression that the pear note is like different, not totally the same, but after a couple of minutes, they're totally identical, and the longevity and projection, for me personally, and I've tested them side by side, it's the same. It's still beastly. If it would be different, I would tell you, but for me, I haven't noticed any differences. Paco Rabanne 1 million. Yes, 1 million. A scent which I have owned in 2012 or 2013 and I have sold, unfortunately. A scent that I have rediscovered lately, and I have worn it so much, guys. At one point I started asking myself, like, why are you wearing 1 million again and again and again? Well, it's just simple. 1 million is a great scent. And it kind of shocked me that for so long I have overlooked designers. And I think it had to do with the fact that when I started out this fragrance collection, I got into niche fragrances quite quickly, and then I focused on niche fragrances because they were so artistic, they were so different and unique. There was so much to discover, so I overlooked designers. I kind of, at one point, I even, dismissed it. I almost talked bad about it because they were not unique. They were always kind of the same old, same old. Once in a while, you get a new release that you think, wow, this is nice. But it wasn't my focus, so I kind of lost track. And I'm really happy that I discovered some new love for designer fragrances. And I think I'm going to cover that topic in a specific fragrance related video later on. But so I've been wearing 1 million Le Male, Ultra Male. I've worn Angel Man, the original formulation, or at least an older bottle, which is beastly on my skin. I've been hearing people mention that it's not that strong anymore. 1 million, guys, it's still a great scent, but again, not that strong anymore. I can't comment on Angel Man, but 1 million, yes, it has been reformulated and it's been weakened quite a bit actually. It used to be a beastly fragrance. Too much actually. It used to be like an extrait de parfum. Like triple distillation, like something extremely concentrated and obnoxious and too much. But actually the way it is right now, I have a 2017 bottle now. Having it in this formulation, I can't comment on 2018, 2019 bottles. Maybe it changed again, I don't know. I'm actually waiting on a free sample, which will be a 2019 sample of 1 million. So hopefully I can give you guys some feedback when I get that. But 2017 bottle, still great longevity. About 8 hours, not the 15 to 20 hours people were talking about. But it doesn't project all that much anymore, which makes it a comforting scent. Like that sweet bubblegum type of a vibe, which actually doesn't smell all that bubblegum to me. I can clearly pick up the sweetness, but the cinnamon and the spices, the leathery, it's not that clear of a leather note, but it's mixed in there with some woods and some musks. It's a great scent. It's great. It's unfortunate that they diluted it, that they have watered it down, but it's bound to happen with any other fragrance. But yeah, that's what's going on in my fragrance rotation. I've grown some love for designers once again. Let me know, guys, if you have some recommendations for me to check out. Obviously, I'm not going to spend crazy money on fragrances, but I'm also always curious to find out if there's something that I really should discover. And that counts for you as well. If I find some new fragrances that are really worth the money, I will share those with you. As I mentioned, Armani Code Absolu is really worth checking out, and I'm not saying that because of the hype existing around that fragrance. I'm not supporting any hype. You guys know I did the video about the Avantis batches, where I basically go against the stream, saying that it's um, too much of a topic. Actually, the batch differences is blown out of proportion. Check out that video if you've missed it to see my complete insights on that. But I don't like to support hype in any way, but this fragrance is actually really good by the house of Armani. Oh yeah, I forgot about one. Versace Eros, also a fragrance that is supposedly reformulated. I don't know, I still get great longevity. I actually have better performance with Eros than with current 1 million. So go figure. And I really like this fragrance, although it smells really synthetic and up close it's not the most appealing scent. But when you catch it in the air, when someone passes you, it's the same with 1 million. You need to smell it in the air. And these fragrances, especially in the beginning, they do project. So that's nice. If you smell it on someone passing by, if you smell it on yourself, you can't spray them too close to your nose or it will give you like a cloying impression. But if you wear them correctly, spray behind the ears, spray your wrists, they will give you, well, they do give me a pleasant experience. So yeah, guys, that's basically it. That's what I've been wearing. I have 2 fragrances incoming from Al Haramain. They asked me to review them. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I've heard some great things about those. And hope to share my thoughts on them as soon as possible. And I hope you're all doing well. If you have any comments on this video, if you have some tips for me how to manage my time, if you have tips for me on parenting or whatever, renovating, guys, if you want to share anything with me, don't hesitate to send me an email. I will write you back. And thank you so much again for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you in the next one. Peace.